Okay, so my camera cut, I'm not totally sure why, but it gave me an opportunity to have a little break. Just read my scarf. I made a hot chocolate. I was in the middle of saying like light dark, light dark. It's going to require, there was some clarification coming, and it would require you to let go. So yeah, you've got to surrender and release to the process. Allow the energies that interplay to trigger each other, and that will be the acceleration that you need to create the change and develop the wisdom that you need for the next journey. And then on the masculine side, we have this process that has triggered a lot of creativity that masculine didn't realize that they had. They're realizing that the joy of life is to self-express, and that it's the priority above all other things, really. And these are going to create like a totally new paradigm, just maybe for you, or also for people around you in your circles and stuff, because that's essentially what any kind of union creates, whether it's, you know, a romantic union or just friendship, or like anything along the different ways that love is expressed. It always creates, you know, a positive feedback loop. So that's definitely exciting. It seems like kind of linked to the first message in a way, but also the energy is quite different. Like the other one was, like I said, it was more kind of sexy. This one was like movement. I feel like there's a lot of movement to it. Yeah, I don't think there's that much more to say on that one, because I just don't really like get anything else that I need to tell you, so I think I'll leave that one there. Next we're going to move on to crystal 4, which was the sort of grounded clarity kind of vibe. And I'm gonna read a few alchemy cards. Let's give them a shuffle. It's gotten darker, I think. Ooh, immediately get like really nice Herkimer diamond. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's like the rough diamond, Herkimer. And snowdrop, resurrection, commitment, purification, devotion. I feel like lighting another incense. Which one are we gonna go for? Do we have any of these? No. Okay, I'm gonna go for this pink one. Oh, 2. Okay, I guess we need 2. Sometimes that happens. Again, I'm getting like another twin flame message. So I guess this is just like twin flames on tap. So maybe all 4 of these readings are 4 twin flames, but like different versions. So that's quite fun. I've never experienced anything like that before. I feel like doing something else, but I don't know what. Okay. I feel like lighting one of my like wax things. Okay, I'm gonna light a wax thing, and I want to drip it on something as a part of a read. I'm just gonna do it on this. I have this like stuff lying around. We work with what we've got. Right. I've never spoken with wax before, but this should be interesting. I'll try not to burn my whole fucking else down. So okay. Okay, okay. I think I got a message. I know this is really weird, but just do whatever I feel like, okay? Abstraction on like next levels. So I read this kind of like O symbol. I do this symbol like when I've graffitied before. I think it's a headdress. But as it was going, I felt like the drops were landing very slowly at first, and then they accelerated, and then there was this like kind of completion of the cycle. I think this might symbolize union, so that's cool. Now let's read some cards. I feel like weirdly refreshed from that. Me reading and being unapologetically myself is just like part of my own self-experimentation. So like if I do weird shit, it doesn't really make sense to you, then like honestly you don't really care. But I hope it's fun, because I find it fun, just like finding fun in the weird and wonderful, because life can only get better if you feel that way. I'm addicted to chocolate as well as a problem. Right. Who isn't addicted to chocolate though, right? Oh my god. The star, twin flame, starry sky vibes. I know it's a different crystal now, but like I almost feel like these are all connected in a weird way. So the star, this shows like union, everything's coming for you. Oh my god. I just pulled the lovers. So the star, the lovers, coming into union. I think, yeah. Wait, let me pull two more. I feel like it's not quite complete. I wonder if that's supposed to be reversed. I don't feel like anything's supposed to be reversed in this read. So I've got, ooh, okay, reiteration. The stagnation is here, and this is happening right now. There's again like the decision making is making things challenging. Like this is the Judgment card and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, it did come out reversed first, but then I flipped it. So I think this is saying that like the decision needs to be made. It's the same message that's popped up in the last two things. So like difficulty in decision making, too many, well, maybe seeing more options than necessary just to like confuse yourself, you know, that can happen. And that this could be you, this could be the other, I don't really know, but someone is not making the decision here, and judgment is coming for them, because you need judgment for decision making. So you know, when they say don't judge, yeah, don't judge, but you've got to judge first to unjudge. So yeah, don't forget, judgment is your friend. Just don't go overboard, as with anything really. Can be a difficult thing to judge. So yeah, Wheel of Fortune, it's all in this, and I don't really know what else to say around that. That's that message, and then there's more like to explore, but of that part of it. A hidden message I get, feeling of. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting like weird tingles next to the card that dropped. So I think it's telling me to read the message now. Okay, there's like a lot of mystery here. I get this really like haunting kind of vibe. So the hidden thing, like, oh, like the energy is really weird. It's like, it's really haunting. It's like a possessive kind of vibe, but it's very like intoxicating, I would say. It feels like unsure. Yeah, I'm looking at this image, by the way. So it's like two of swords. Is that the indecision? I think this is the indecision again. So like, it's this ghostly, this haunting. You're haunting someone. You're playing on their insides to the point where like it feels like they're eating themselves alive. You know, like the anxiety is like so overridden that it's just like, you imagine like when things decay and the worms eat them from the inside. I came across the what was it, the phrase, even a worm will turn. And so like even the most passive of creatures will eventually see the light and turn away from you if you don't honor the energy exchange. So I think this is like, this is the payment, this is the debt. It's coming out now and it's eating this person alive. That's really dramatic. But oh well, like karma's above it. So I've got like this world card, which I felt like it was going to come out like after Lovers from the last little like mini batch that we did with the sun deck. The night sun deck, sorry. And it's come up in the Hush Tarot. So that's really interesting. I feel like this is definitely much more of like a dark feminine archetypal vibe. Like, I think most of these messages are centered around like the divine feminine being in her power, which is that like deep mystical side of things that can be so attractive but very discomforting. It's like the nighttime, right? Like the moon, that's what feminine represents, and this time is about the reawakening of the divine feminine. So yeah, just talking to like the collective feminine here, I guess this is some level of a very healing message for you, that your time is coming, that you will be recognized for the power that you are. You know, we were given birthrights, not men. As much as I love men, and I'm not trying to shun men in any way, shape or form, I'm just saying like the truth is women haven't been recognized for a long time, and that's why we live in the patriarchy and things are all about power, which is great, but you know, not without the balance of the opposite, the complement. And I think that's definitely shown here. Let me just read them. So 8 of Pentacles reversed and 2 of Wands reversed. Yeah, I just get this like really like stake on the head vibe. Like masculine, divine masculine is dead. Praying mantis, you know, like chop their head off, that kind of thing. So they were reversed, and I feel like they're kind of like, you know, do you see what I mean? And this egg is like all broken, like the feminine has been broken by masculine force, and like that the actions, the consequences of that is really weighing heavy on the masculines. Maybe not necessarily on their mind, but like the energy is there, and like if they don't realize it, then they don't realize it. But if they do, then best do something about it, because you know, you're just gonna have to live in that energy forever if you don't actually face it and overcome it. So if there's any masculines listening to this message, like, and it resonates, it's really time for you to step up and like change the way you behave. I'm just gonna pull a rune in association with that. I mean, I heard gift earlier and I left it on top, so offer something of of value for the journey. Do it for the ride, because isn't that what you want, really? You're always seeking pleasure and fun and joy. That's what the true masculine energy is about. It's about the sun, that being alive, like giving life. That's true masculine energy. So like offer what you're meant to, what will bring you joy, what will provide you with the right... Oh, I pulled a crystal. I feel... like dear. I'm hearing oh dear. I don't really know what message I'm getting here. This one's like weird. Like I pulled these in combination, like the coral, and I just see like growth, I guess. Oh dear, growth, like the antlers. Maybe yeah, the offer will be costly. It will be a dear price. So if you're, again, masculine, think about something serious. It's meant to be serious. Oh yeah. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles together, which represents everything about like wholesomeness and feeling totally connected with the divine, being in touch with your core, loving with the fullness of your heart. That takes courage. You know, the intensity of that feeling is not something to laugh at, that's for sure. Yeah, be the fool, be willing to like let go, surrender to the process and go deep. So we pulled the Hanged Man in combination with the 8 of Wands. So yeah, like go into the abyss, feel your innermost desires and accept them, you know. Like that's a message for anyone and everyone, really, because that's the truth of life and the truth that you find for yourself. How are we doing? 1717. Wonder what that means. Go look it up. 1717 angel number meaning. Type that into Google and boom, get your meaning. Right, so I think we have the last message coming through now with the butterfly stone. I get like a really comforting vibe, like hugs, like just like really warm love, like very genuine. Actually makes me feel very like genuinely smiling, because it just feels so warm. So nice. I hear like take to the sky because of the air element thing. Okay, it's like a big healing period coming up or something. Oh, just as I say that, literally the 7 of Cups falls out. Healing, like blue, watery. I just feel like, you know, like you're swimming in some like warm, like bath water that's just healing you from the inside out. And then we have Page of Cups. This will be the restoration that you needed to like how you feel, because the page always represents the youth in my eyes, the youthful version of like these traits that these separate decks represent. So Cups is to do with like the insides, the emotions, the water aspect of your body, and going into the childlike state of that again. You have to be healed, right? So you have this healing process, like but really bathing for a long time and accepting everything that's happening, and then moving back into that innocence of feeling that's just so like pure and nice, and yeah, that's really good. That's what we want to hear, really. There's too much pain and suffering. We have more earth alchemy cards. Yep, oh, I'm gonna pull. Yes, I do. Okay, wait, just bear with me. I need to like shuffle things properly, and I want to combine my earth alchemy with my astrology cards for this final bit. Whoa, we have 2 cards. Right, let me just get 3 cards. These are always harder to shuffle because they're so giant, but they're kind of like powerful cards. I wish. You have to like stretch my tiny hands. Yeah, right. 3 of these. 1, 2. Ooh, there's 4. I don't think they're reversed. Right. Let me just have a look at these cards because there's like quite a few happening at the same time. See how they're supposed to be laid out. I'm getting like pairings. 1 sec. This is interesting. I need to pull 1 more earth alchemy card. Ooh, interesting. Right. Let me just gather these. My eyes are dry, sorry. Let me just look at the order. Saturn. Wait. There's another. Ooh. Okay. I just realized like how this is supposed to be organized, but I need to lay it out. Give me 1 second. 7th house partners. So the central message is that partnership is here. 1st house of the body combined with stromatolite and fern. Virgo, I analyze with pink. I don't know how to actually pronounce this crystal. Chalcedony? Something like that. I know what it looks like. It's kind of like white and milky. But this one's pink, obviously, because it's pink. Creativity, self-expression. So Virgo with creative expression. Saturn return, age, emerald, and milk thistle. Heal, the healer, soul's truth. And Saturn truth in partnership with mushroom magic communication. Exploring new states of consciousness, untapped potential. Okay, let me just have a think about order and like a bit more depth of what's going on here. Okay, I have a masculine and feminine message. So for the feminine, is it this way around? Yeah, I think so. I think the feminine, you've been in charge of like the okay, I think I get what it's saying. So basically you've been over analyzing in the past, and the over analyzing has made you doubt yourself, and now it's saying, you know, that's because of the creativity that's naturally in you. Like you will go and like create all these other scenarios because like that's how the feminine expresses itself. It's like a replication of itself over and over. That's how Mother Nature like functions, right? So you have like gross families with like certain traits, and then you get variation that just like continues to unwind itself, and that's the feminine. And Saturn returns, so Emerald, heal the healer. You've done it so much, you've gone so deep into this spiral that you've realized that like how that you're the one healing yourself, and that you've you've taken so much time to reconnect with the earth and like really understand, yeah, like your own truth, and you're standing in it, and it's just saying keep doing that because you're smashing it. And that's the partnership that's required now. It's just inevitable, you know. First house, the body. Like, okay, now moving on to masculine's message. Strip back and simplify. Look to your origins. So the body, again, like going down into the primal, into the strong masculine energy that actually has a deep desire for communication, connection, which has been like ruthlessly taken away from the masculine, because it's been like the amount of power that we've had to accumulate in society has meant that like we've had to become so overbearing that we had to dismiss the truth and, you know, take the balance away so that it could become so like twisted. And this is saying like, you know, the reconnection is coming, the communication, the true masculine energy that really like brings the that's what the mushroom is about. Like, mushrooms are phallic, and they are the network underneath the ground that supports Mother Earth to flourish and allows her to communicate. They are the key, and like masculine is the key here. That's the truth. So like that's really, really exciting. We've seen like the messages of like the whole journey really, and yeah, this is like super exciting. The last part, I'm not gonna like read any further, I think, because I feel like that kind of leaves it on a high note. And yeah, I'm like excited to see how things go. I want to pull just one card. Oh, I put this one back. Let me like take a different one. Yeah, maybe part of the message. Six of Wands. I just see like the reaching out, you know. There's not much else to say. I don't really get. I think I just wanted to like see more, but you know, reaching out, like, yeah, maybe something is coming. I mean, something is coming 100%, and it will be really, really cool to see how that goes down. So yeah, this is divided into 2. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to get in contact with me for like one-to-one personal readings, I'm launching my website soon-ish. I will let you know. It's called Serpentine Apothecary. It's going to be all around spiritual healing. It will be developed over time, but it is a massive project amongst other projects that I have going on. And yeah, if you want to get in contact with me like now, ASAP, then drop me a DM on my Instagram or drop me a comment here. And yeah, just any like form of communication, I am responding to everything, because I'm nowhere near like popular enough to